loves, welcome to Moonchild City Beauty Tarot. So today we have the reading on birthday blessings for V, Kim Taehyung. And because his birthday is like virtually the last day of the year, we're gonna have a sneak peek into the year 2024 for him as well. Because usually with birthday blessing reading, I usually do like predictions for the next 2024. Oh my god, for the next 12 months. So that's what we're gonna look at today. I'm doing this a little bit differently. I don't know why, but I just got the feeling that that I didn't want to follow the structure that I had before for other members. So today on this pile here, I've already shuffled the cards, and I only took the cards that jumped out. So on this pile over here we have some oracle cards just to give us the overall energy or energetic pictures of what is coming to Taehyung on his birthday, and like that will affect the next 12 months for him. Virtually his birthday blessings. But before we started with those, we have this card, this tarot card here, which I don't know, it was the first deck that I picked up, and I felt a strong urge to just do an energy checkup. I think just because he recently enlisted, so it wasn't my, well, if I say this now, I don't know if you believe me or not, but it wasn't my personal intention or my personal curiosity that pushed me to do this energy checkup. It's just, you know, this push inside of me to do this. So I picked up the deck and I shuffled, and the cards, they jumped, like they literally jumped onto my table and from the table down to the floor. So that's that. So we will start with those first, and then we have this deck here. We're gonna shuffle them together on camera just to see how would 2000, well, these are major arcana cards. We're gonna see how would 2024 look for Taehyung. I don't know if there is any point of those we can confirm because he's gonna be doing his military service, but we probably can look into, you know, the spiritual aspect or the personal development aspect of it, whatever the cards give us, you know. Yeah, so let's jump in. And I also have to say that for this reading, for some reason I use the minimum amount of decks that I usually use. I usually go crazy with like 7, 8, 9, 10, but today I'm only using 5 decks and they feel enough, they feel sufficient. So let's go. Let's start with the tarot cards. This is the energy check. So basically, how's Taehyung's energy at the moment? What's happening? What's going on? What could be coming? Yeah. So the first card we have, the Two of Cups. Okay, let's put it down and then we can dissect them together. And then we have Eight of Wands. And then we have another eight of Swords. These are interesting because, well, I have to say that this deck is not the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, or I don't think any of my decks are. They based on the Rider-Waite tarot, but they're not exactly following the system. So when this Two of Cups came out, I was like, he probably gonna meet like, well, not usually this card is a card of soulmate, you know, lovers or a romantic relationship that had just started, but well, given the current circumstances, I mean, it could happen, who knows, but the better probability is that Taehyung's gonna meet his soul family during the course of his enlistment, you know, like people that he really resonate with, people that really treasure him for who he is, not for the reputation or the money or the wealth, or the superficial stuff. They're gonna treasure him for who he really is, as Kim Taehyung, and he's also gonna treasure them a lot because they treat him with sincerity, and he does that as well. Could also be a potential romantic relationship. One of the possibilities. I just have to put it out there. But it's a very favorable card. It it gives it gives us or you people, it gives the excitement, the exciting feeling of what is coming, or what is forming, or what has just started, and you can feel that it's growing, and you have hope, and you feel a little, oh, it's, I don't know, it's exciting, but also it's a sense of peace. You know, you, I don't know, people talk about this in the way that, you know, when you meet your person, the one that you feel safe around, even though if you just met them, um, you instantly feel connected, and you feel that you can trust them, you can feel safe around them, you feel like you can be yourself with them, and you feel, you know, that this connection can grow. That is a feeling that this Two of Cups is giving me right now. So I do feel like Taehyung's gonna make some really good friends, in during his enlistment, or in his base camp, or, oh, I also have to say that, like, during my pre-reading meditation, it feels like it, it feels like Taehyung is in, what, we kind of know that he signed up to be in a special unit, but it feels like that unit is very secluded. It's very, I don't know, like, no one knows about it. It's very, it's a unit of its own, and it operates on its own, and is quite separated from other units. Um, and it feels like maybe that's a setup that will give people the environment to be really close to each other. Um, yeah, yeah, that's the feeling I got. And then we have this Eight of Wands. It's telling me that something is happening. It's happening really quickly. Something's quite disruptive, because when this card flipped out, the word I heard is disruptive. But not in a bad way. I feel like something's happening that's like highlighting him or put him in the spotlight. So maybe at first, if he wasn't prepared, it could be startling, or it could be like nerve-wracking. But then it's a good thing. Maybe he would get promoted super quickly, or maybe he would excel in one particular exercise. I don't know what they like. One particular segment. What do you call, like, one particular task? Oh God, um, of his training, and then he will be chosen as the one to demonstrate to other people to follow, and then he will be the one who the teacher will call up, and they, oh, Kim Taehyung, please demonstrate how do you do this for other people, and then it put him. I think he went into the military with the intention of, you know, like, just I'll just do what I have to do, and I'll stay out of the spotlight, and I will just like be normal, but he's excellent at this thing. Not that he tried very hard to do that. It's just like he puts his heart into things, and he does things with diligence. Is that how you say it? He does things with um integrity. Oh my God, the words with me. Um, so then it's like naturally and also he's good at it naturally as well. So I think I feel like that's what gonna happen. Like, even though if Taehyung wants to lay low, he would still get called up. Or it's not a bad thing. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Again, this linked to the thing I say about he wants to lay low, or he wants to like keep a low profile during his military service, because, you know, the circumstances of his, you know, occupations and his privacy and stuff like that. So he wants to keep to himself. But I also do feel like, because this card usually talks about breaking out of confinement that one creates for oneself. So maybe I think that because of the environment, maybe meeting up with his soul family, and also maybe being put under the spotlight for things that he's really good at, Taehyung could like comfortably break out of the confinement that he wanted to keep himself in, to keep a low profile and just be himself and be comfortable. Yeah, I do think that like he has to be careful of what has to be mindful of what people around him says, or what people see, or what he says, or the ideas, what is being communicated. But I think most of the idea that, oh, I have to be careful, is mostly in Taehyung's head, and I don't think there are ill intention around him, at least like close to him. There's no one with ill intention. Maybe people were just watching him. I don't know why, but I'm seeing these sorts of like people watching, and they just like curious, because he doesn't show who he really is. He keeps it to himself, so people are more curious and they are more like maybe poking a little bit. But I think once Taehyung opens up and just be himself, I think the situation will be eased up a lot more. But nonetheless, I do feel like it's a safe environment. Alrighty, let's get on with the oracle cards just to see what blessings are coming for Taehyung on his birthday, and also that will affect the next 12 months for him. So relatively the entirely of entirety. Oh God, I'm not religious, but what am I talking about? I'm just rambling. See, the entirety of 2024. The first card we have here, longevity. I like this card. So whatever is happening or coming to Taehyung, this birthday, like in the next 12 months, is gonna last probably his lifetime. And I'm thinking that the meeting of either his soulmate or soul family, or like a relationship, any kind of relationship that sprouts during this next 12 months, gonna last for a long time. And since like when we open this and I see chrysanthemum, this is the flower that in Asia in general we like to give, what to put on the altar for the people for our loved one who's passed away, to remember them by. So when this card came out, I instantly thought of his grandma, and I do feel like she's with him all the way, all the time, and the results of whatever is happening in the next 12 months, lasting for a long time, for a lifetime for Taehyung, is also one of the blessings that his grandma is sending to him, which is really beautiful. Yes. So the next card we have here, love. I I love this. See, we've already touched up a little bit of that on the Two of Cups, but it could be any kind of love. Honestly, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it could also be romantic. I'm just giving all the possibilities here. Even if it's just connections between people in a soul family, it is love. Yeah, we don't have to categorize love, to be honest. There are so much more than just romantic love, you know. The next card we have, ooh, Moth Spirit. Surrender now. Also moth spirit in my culture, in Asian culture, in East Asian culture in general, um, we think that they are the representation of past spirits, you know, like our loved one who has passed away comes back to visit us in shapes of moths. So I remember when I was growing up, whenever there's a big moth in the house, my parents would be like, "Oh, that's your great grandma coming to visit us." So again, going back to, you know, the blessings from his grandmother, but also see the red color is a recurring theme here. So it's luck, it's passion, it's love. Again, romantic love's one of the possibilities here. Oh, 39, 39. Isn't that cool? Like 39, 39, and then it's both, like, you know, represent or like giving hints of his grandmother being with him and blessing. If this is somebody that Taehyung's gonna meet in the next 12 months, that with, well, don't shoot the messenger. This is just what I'm getting from all these cards, that if the relationship, the connection that Taehyung's making in the next 12 months is gonna be the one he's married to, it is the blessing from his grandma. She helps guiding the person to Taehyung, or guiding them together from the other side. And it says surrender now. It's just telling me that, oh, we also have these. It's kind of like butterfly, moth, surrender now. It's just telling me that, again, going back to the thing I said here, Taehyung doesn't have to try too hard to just keep everything to himself. It's just surrender, let go, open up, be himself, and everything will fall into places. I like that so much. And we keep getting like recurring number, recurring theme, and recurring colors. Okay, let's see the next card. We have, oh, electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. You see the recurring thing? This is like electric eels, and then this is lightning. So they kind of like the same thing. Oh, and yeah, bring your ideas to life. So it is definitely something that Taehyung's good at. And then he's gonna excel at it. So he's gonna be standing out for what he's really good at, for his idea. You know, we all know that Taehyung has a very different way of viewing life, which is like one of the things I appreciate about him the most. I think maybe that's why he's gonna, if people are really open-minded and listen to him, he will bring about changes that really beneficial for a lot of other people, because he thinks out of the box. Like I think like maybe less than 1% of people in the world would think the way Taehyung thinks. So that is something that's really special about him. I think that's something will set him aside, or set him apart, set him apart from other people, whatever he does. And the next card we have, ooh, 10th house, authority. I think this one came up for Jean as well, if I remember correctly. You know what I'm seeing? You know what I'm seeing? But well, let's talk about this card first. Authority in 10th house. This is how one presents himself to the world, or how one is seen by the world. This is your achievement. This is your accomplished. So everything like Taehyung's gonna advance, or like maybe I mentioned it. Maybe he's getting promoted earlier, or maybe he's being put, you know, into a slightly higher position than other people, in a shorter amount of time. Yeah. So then, 10 house, authority. I'm seeing this is number 48, and then we have number 24 here, and then 24 plus 2, 28. So bring your idea to life and work together with your soul family or soulmate, and then it will give Taehyung will give you, it will give Taehyung a big shot at, you know, like accomplishment, or just have him like getting past his obstacles. But with authority, I do think, oh, he can get, he can be favored, or not in a bad way, or not in a like a negative or like corruptive way, by people with more authority, like his superiors, just because he has good ideas, you know, and just because he's good at the things that he's good at. It's not like because he's BTS. Okay, last oracle card we have. Oh my god, isn't this delicious? Venus beloved. What else can I say about this? It's another love card. It's another red card. Beloved and also be loved. Again, is calling him to open himself up a little bit. You know, like just open and blossom like the ponies here. But yes, with Venus presenting here, surely I cannot, well, even if you don't want to hear it, I have to say it. There's definitely some romantic, what is it? Agents. Oh my god, it's not agents. Some romantic, I don't know. I lost the word, but, and also pomegranate is also lost as well. I don't know how much of that can happen in the military, you know, but that's what is happening here. Oh, but suddenly I'm looking at this symbol, this feminine symbol, and then I also thought maybe Taehyung would have some, what would be like more open up and get more in touch, more connected to his feminine side, even though he's, you know, his culture, my culture, quite similar. There are a lot of toxic masculinity, and it's just how the culture has been for years, for generations, centuries. But BTS especially are the one who quite against toxic masculinity, and they have spoken up about it. Jimin has spoken up about it, and they have never been shy from, you know, voicing their voice against toxic masculinity and just to promote healthy balance of femininity and masculinity. So but I do think that maybe Taehyung would like have more, especially in an environment of just a lot of masculine, it's just masculine dominated, masculinity dominated environment. So let's shuffle the major arcana cards together, and then we'll see like how would 2024 be for Taehyung. And I would try to do this in a, you know, timeline order. We will aim to get 4 cards to represent each quarter. So the first quarter, second quarter, third, every quarter is like a block of 3 months. So let's see how would 2024 be for Taehyung, Kim Taehyung, V. It's taking longer than usual to come out because I don't pick the cards. I let them drum out and then I'll pick them up. Ooh, nice, the Wheel of Fortune. So I think the year will start off with a lot of, you know, things happening really quickly. We have the 8 of Wands, so that makes sense. We also have the electric eel, so things happening very quickly, like bringing ideas to life. That's what it is. Also, like everything is connected. Maybe Taehyung should do one small thing, but then one thing led to another, and then he will find himself in the position that he did not plan for at all. But it's all for good fortune, because the wealth of fortune. It's also the spider is telling me that whatever it is that Taehyung excels on is a skill that he has been building on for years. Maybe it's like on the side, or maybe because he's been in BTS, maybe his like physical ability or endurance or stamina, I don't know, or just his ability of learning things very quickly. He has been praised for learning dance super fast. Maybe that's something that will shine in the military environment. But it's like general is a very good card. Good things coming to Taehyung. Honestly, one of the best cards to come out of the beginning of 2024. And also I do feel like with this card, because we have the spider and the web, I do feel like whatever is coming to him in the first quarter of the year is gonna lay foundation for the rest of the year. For the third quarter, we have two cards. We're gonna take third and wow. Did I say third is supposed to be second? So one is the second and the other one is third. The Hierophant. So this is a period of contemplating, learning by oneself. Again, so we have the Eight of Swords, and this is the feelings of. You know what? What else is weird? There are 8 trees on this card, and it's that the 8 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is the period. Maybe things happening too quickly in this phase, and then you need to slow down, need to collect the information that he has gathered, or like just to be with himself, to lay the ground from what he has learned or earned or achieved with that period of time when the wheel of fortune just spinning so fast. I'm looking at this fire in the hut, and it gives me the feeling of like whatever is happening in the first quarter of the year, it's giving Taehyung's like it's burning the fire within him. It's like keeps it burning, or burns it brighter and more powerful. So even though it's like kind of laying low period, Taehyung is preparing for the next step and to excel even better. Ooh. Next card we have the Devil. But it's like the Devil in this one, like another red card, and also the Devil can sometimes talk about desire and lust and what is the word? Like very strong physical attraction. I honestly I don't know why this is coming up in a reading for a year that Taehyung would be like predominantly in serving his military service, but I just have to deliver the messages that I hear. But also the Devil. This Devil card is different from any other decks that I've had, because of I think it's a tram in the middle. And this is, oh god, I'm not gonna say this, but it's giving me a Hong Kong vibe. Even though I don't think this tram in Hong Kong is either Hong Kong or What's the city in the US that has the tram and a Chinatown? Is that LA? Maybe, I don't know. But because of the tram is, and the reason why I'm saying Hong Kong, like we kind of know, like in one of the lyrics, somebody's going to Hong Kong, taking somebody to Hong Kong. That's what it is. Well, that's one of the underlining messages of this card. I don't know. Or it's just giving me that. Looking at the tram, I just get the feeling that he was really focused on his goal, on like moving forward. So maybe it is something. Oh, yes, the color of the fire, from this card that he's bringing it now. He's sharing the fire. He's focused on that, and he's focused on growing that or spreading it, and inspire other people or like make the changes that he wants to make. Yeah. Or the other meaning. But okay, let's get the last card for the end of 2024 for Taehyung. You see, I'm using only 5 decks, but this reading is already longer than the other readings. Ooh, this is unexpected. Death. Now, and also, because this is not planned, but I was gonna put this on the. Oh my goodness, I'm like having good goosebumps. I'm putting it on the crystallium, and then it's the same symbol, the same Scorpio symbol, and also this is 13, 39. 39 is 3 times 13. So I don't know, normally death could mean many things. Usually it means fresh start, not fresh start, but something ending so that something can start. In this card as well, it's like this used to be a battlefield, but over time your life has sprung over the remainings of what was bloody and deadly and what was destructive and terrible. So eventually time heals, and eventually nature and good things will sprout from what we think that is dead or gone. So in most cases, death is actually a really, and also especially this deck, death is a very hopeful card actually. It's telling you that even if things end, nothing is lost. And also there will always be a beginning upon an ending. That's what it is with this, but oh, why do I feel heavy? Because it's strange because it's the cards at the same symbol. One is death, one is longevity. I don't know. I don't want to say this, but it's just something that it came up. There could be an actual passing away of someone that is close to Taehyung. But then I feel like compared to, well, I don't know, it's the same with me as well. The more I grow, the better I am with handling losses and especially deaths, it's just a different way of viewing it. It's not the end, it's nothing is lost. That's how I see it. And as long as we keep them in our heart and we think about them, or we treasure things that they left us with, things, the people that we loved and have passed away or have passed on, they always leave something within us. So as long as we still have that, we have the longevity of them being with us. So I think maybe if there is an actual loss of someone close to Taehyung, he will handle it with peace. I'm not saying that he's not devastated by it, but I'm just saying that the way he handles it will prove how mature he has become, or how much more deeply he understands life and how life works. But yeah, oof, that was unexpected and that was kind of heavy. But I think overall, a lot of things happening in 2024, even though we thought it was just gonna be, ordinary and just in and out of, well, not in and out, but not just following the schedules in the military training and things like that. But it looks like it's gonna be quite an eventful year for Taehyung, and I think he will definitely come out of it with a lot of lessons and a lot of growth and personal development. So really, like, I'm sending him the best thoughts, and I think he'll be fine. That he's now he's very independent and he's very strong, and he's very spiritual as well, I want to say. So this, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I'm kind of excited for the year, looking at these cards. But thank you so much for being with me throughout this reading, and yeah, I hope you stay healthy and happy and positive wherever you are, and take care of yourself. I hope the year 2024 will be a good year for you as well. I cannot promise anything right now, but maybe I will try to do more readings for the members and also for my viewers as well, because I kind of feel like I want to share something with you as well. So let's see if I can do that. But until then, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye!